Hello, everyone. This is Phoenix Tremaine, and today we're going to be talking about Jason. Should Jason have a love interest on General Hospital? But first, if you haven't done so, please take a minute to subscribe. If you have subscribed, thank you very much. I do appreciate it. Please hit that like button so YouTube knows it's a good channel for soap fans. And both of those things are free to do, and it helps out a lot. So I would really appreciate it if you could take the time to subscribe if you haven't. It takes like 2 seconds to click a couple buttons and hit that like button. Free to do, helps out a lot, and I would really appreciate it. If you want to go the extra mile, we also have a membership where you get early access to videos, you get the spoilers early, you get our lives on Fridays, and if you can't make the live on Friday, there's always the playback for members only. So membership is a good place to be. We'd love to have you. Now we're going to get into the subject at hand. Now that it seems that Jason and Carly are friend zoned, the question is, does Jason need a love interest? I know some of you think that's a crazy question, but typically I look at the bigger picture and what's going on behind the scenes. And the reality is, Steve Burton, who plays Jason, said that he has only signed on for 2 years. And after that, he is contemplating retiring. Of course, this could just be him saying that so that they will offer him more money to stay when the time comes for him to renew his contract, or he could be totally serious and is ready to retire from acting. Now, with that said, what if he's telling the truth and he will only be on the show for 2 years? That's not a lot of time. 2 years will go by really quickly. So if he really plans on leaving in 2 years, do they really need to go through the trouble of giving him a love interest that he will just have to break up with in less than 2 years because he's already been on for over a month? So it's actually like 22 months. I know a lot of you hated the Jason and Carly pairing because some of you desperately want Sonny and Carly back together. But reality check number two, Maurice Bernard has said time and time again that he does not want to be paired with Carly anymore. I've seen him on social media being asked over and over about when Sonny is going to get back with Carly, and he keeps saying he's not. Can't you see how happy Sonny is with Nina? And even though Sonny and Nina have separated, even though him and Nina have separated, that does not mean they won't get back together. Look at how many times he married and divorced Carly. And before Maurice put his foot down and said, okay, no more Carly and Sonny. Also, Sonny is clearly being tested with other characters, Natalia, Lois, and Ava. They have not doubled back to Carly. Instead, they have chosen to pair Carly up with John. So Jason and Carly just being friends doesn't mean that suddenly Carly and Sonny will get back together. There's also the other pairing that people ask for, and that's the Jason and Sam pairing. Jason fans and Sam fans now, here I go. I'm sounding like a broken record because I've said this in multiple videos. Ever since the Billy Miller situation, Kelly Monaco has not wanted to be paired with the Jason character. Even during the time when they put Jason and Sam together, they were rarely in scenes together, and they looked miserable until those last couple of scenes when they knew the character was going to be broken up. So I think whatever's going on behind the scenes has soured that pairing. This is my opinion. And I'm also not putting all of the blame on her. I don't think that Steve wants to be paired with her any more than she wants to be paired with him. I remember when fans were saying, oh, no, she's going to be on a talk show and you're wrong. And yeah, that never happened. And then he left the show. Well, wasn't of his own accord, but he had to leave the show. This takes me back to Luke and Laura fans that will always be desperately for a nostalgia return of Luke and Laura, even though Jeannie Francis and Tony Geary have both said that they did not like each other. And they both at times quit the show because they didn't want to be paired together. Eventually, they both got what they wanted, and Luke and Laura relationship was ended for good. So yes, Tom and Gary notoriously, allegedly, was very hard to work with. I've seen articles where he would get a script and he was like, "I'm not going to do that." And then he would tell them what he's going to do. So yeah, yeah, that was a lot going on back there with Tony and Jeannie, and you can look that up. But I just say that to say, they're people. These actors are co-workers, they're not their characters. And when co-workers aren't getting along, they don't want to be in love scenes, they don't want to be kissing, they don't want to be all over each other. And when they have enough seniority and fans, they can do what Maurice did and put their foot down and say, look, I'm not doing it anymore. And so we have clues that Sam and Jason will remain apart, and how strong the love was between Sam and Dante when he got shot, and how Sam doesn't want her kid anywhere near Jason, creating further distance for the characters. Now let's go to the other ship that people are constantly clamoring for. And this one I'm not mad at. Jason and Elizabeth. I actually wouldn't mind this pairing. I'm not a fan of Liz and Finn, and I think that Jason could put a fire back in Elizabeth. However, when he came to visit her, there were no sparks, just her advising him to give that son some time and urging him not to disappear again because that's their son's fear that, he's just going to go away again. And other than Elizabeth, Carly, and Sam, who are still on the show, his other love interests that he's had in the past are also gone because we know that Britt is gone. Robin's happily off screen with Patrick, and most of Jason's old loves have just moved on or died. So I will leave you with this question. Does Jason really need to be paired with someone new if he isn't staying on the show? Or would you still like him to get paired up with someone? Let me know in the comment section if you'd rather Jason stay single until you're sure he's going to be on the show long term. Or do you have someone in mind that could benefit from a Jason pairing? Me personally, I think that him and Sasha would be a good pairing. I think the pairing with Cody is boring, and Jason could get her out of those stables and into an action-packed storyline. I think that she's just being wasted. I feel like they don't know what to do with Cody, they don't know what to do with Sasha. And happy couples, a lot of times, are boring couples on soaps because it's a drama. It's a drama series. So we need some drama. And which is why the pairing, which I've talked about on the live in the member section, everyone always sort of like bows and throws their hands up. But I also wouldn't be mad if he got paired with Willow, because I think Michael and Willow are also very boring. And an affair with Jason could really shake the table. After all, Sam was with Sonny before she was with Jason, so clearly he doesn't mind having his friends sloppy seconds. So, so it is a soap opera. Everybody sleeps with everybody. So with that said, and good Lord, think about it. Ava and Sonny, you know, he he was sleeping with his son's love interest at the time. So yeah, things can get real complicated. Carly, in love for a minute with the man, Franco, who had her son attacked. It just gets messy, 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 messy. Elizabeth, with every kid has a different father. So you know what I'm saying. It's a soap opera. It's not reality. It's not real people. And they can get a little messy and entertaining. It's almost sweeps. So let me know what you think about Jason and his many loves. And until we find out if Steve is going to stay beyond 2 years, does it really make sense to pair him up with somebody that they're just going to have to break him up with? So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.